What's up, YouTube? Morning, guys. I am prepping my oxtails because we are making oxtails today. Well, remember, I'm on my Caribbean kick, my childhood eats. Yesterday I made some corned beef and white rice with some cabbage. You guys should go check that out. It was really fun. It was really tasty too. On Monday I did some curry goat and white rice, which was delicious. And today I'm gonna be doing oxtail and rice and peas. But I'm gonna do the rice and peas separate so you guys can watch that in itself, because rice and peas isn't really the easiest thing to make. So we're gonna break down how I make my rice and peas. But right now, what I'm doing is I'm about to prep the meat, and yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how I get my oxtail prepared. Guys, so the first thing, I just rinsed off and cleaned my oxtail because of course it comes bloody. The first thing you're gonna do is, can you guys see me good? You're gonna go around the sides of the oxtail and you're gonna try to cut off some of that fat. If you watched my goat video, that's another thing that I always talk to you guys about, priming off some of the fat. You can't leave all of that fat on there because then it's just gonna end up in your gravy, and then that's a big issue. You know what I'm saying? It's a big issue. All right, so as you can see, you just go around the sides and try to just basically clean up the pieces of fat that you can. You can leave some, you know, you're not gonna be perfect. But see, you have this piece. You're just gonna clean up all of the pieces of fat that you can. Try not to get rid of your meat, because of course you guys know, if you've ever prepared oxtail, they are super expensive, okay? So you're just gonna take off the fat. I'm going to now go through this entire bucket of oxtails and do just that. And I will come back to you guys with my seasoning process. All right, so I cleaned up the oxtail. And now what we're doing is, most Jamaican dishes you will see, we love our scallion, boy. I am cutting up some scallions. Normally if it's coming like a bunch like this, you just rinse it and just get the whole thing in that bad boy. Don't really use the bottom part, it's mostly the green part. Okay, so we get the scallions cut up, and we're gonna cut up, of course, some garlic cloves. You saw my goat video. Oxtail is similar, it's just no curry powder. Most of your spices and, you know, ingredients for flavor-wise are the same players. Garlic, scallion. Some people like onions. I don't really do onions. I do most of my meals, I do it with the simplest way possible for me to achieve the taste I want, because I'm very peculiar with my taste buds anyway. I don't want like extra crazy spices and things in my food. So we got our scallion cut up and we got our garlic cut up. And now we're going to season our meat that it took me forever, but I got most of the fat that was able to cut off of it. This one looks like it has a little more extra piece too. A lot of the pieces from this market, it's completely, you know, it's on there. So I just left it. So let's season this up. All right, so first we're gonna go in with our onion powder. Okay, I'm gonna go in with some garlic powder. My garlic powder top broke off yesterday and I was pouring and it fell inside of the food. Oh my gosh, it was a disaster. All right, mixer. All right, now we're gonna go in with some high blood pressure. These meats, you always need to make sure you put some of the high blood pressure in your meats. Mix it, mix it, mix it. Then this time around, because I tried it at somebody's house and I thought it was really delicious. Hold on, you guys. I got this really cute oxtail seasoning that I saw a friend of mine make. And I'm just gonna put some in there, nothing too crazy. Just cover over the top. And here is, most people, they want to know how we get it dark. And gravy wise, I'm going to put it up so you guys can see. Browning with caramel. I use this one, but they have so many different brownings that you can use. You don't have to use this brand. This is just a brand that I use all the time because it has caramel. And yeah, you're just going to make a few squiggly lines because look at it. You see how it's only a little bit? Start mixing it and see what happens. Turns your meat to jet black in 5 seconds. If you can see from here, you see it? It's already jet black. So you don't put a lot. A few little squiggly lines. Okay, let's add a little bit of the black pepper. See that? We are now dark skinned. We are now extra dark, crispy toast. Okay? All right, so because my kids are gonna eat some, I'm not going to put too much hot sauce, but when it's boiling, I think I'm gonna put a little bit of Scotch bonnet, just a tad. So on the top, we're gonna just sprinkle over the top our garlic scallion concoction. We cut it up. Sprinkle it over the top. Hi-yow! Bam! Animal. Bam! Which gives you this beauty dressing. And then, of course, thyme. This is not my usual Jamaican market thyme. This is thyme from Trader Joe's. So pray for me on how. And then you sprinkle the thyme on the top. And what we're going to do now is we're going to cover it up. And we are going to put it in the refrigerator for, I normally leave everything overnight, but because last night I was distracted watching TV and doing other stuff, I totally forgot to take the meat and season it. I did take it out of the freezer and put it in the fridge, but I never got around to seasoning it. So I'm gonna just leave it in the fridge right now for, give it about 30 minutes to an hour, and in which this time I'm going to start making my rice. And I'm going to do the rice in a separate video, so if you want to see how I made the rice and peas. But right now, I'm going to go and do the rice. And you can check out the rice and peas vid. So yeah, we're going to put this in the fridge. If you do better to overnight it, I'm telling you the flavor will sit much better. If not, always put it in the fridge to marinate in its sauce for about 30 minutes to an hour. All right, before you cook it. So let's pop it in the fridge and I'll be back, yo. Guys, I am back with the oxtail, which has been sitting in the fridge for actually over an hour. I kind of forgot about it in there. So now I'm back, I'm gonna prepare it. So if you watched my goat video, I got a new power cooker. That's right here. And this is the inside drum that I'm going to be loading the oxtail in. So last time I put like 2-3 cups of water, I realized that I probably shouldn't have done that. It was a little too much gravy. So this time I'm gonna put a little less water. So I'm gonna put a little bit of oil, just a little bit. And then I'm going to dump these oxtails up in there. 1-2 pieces fell out. All right. Dump that all in there. All right, like so. In there, in the power cookers, it has a line where, you know, you shouldn't go over water and meat. So they gave me a little serving cup, like so. So I'm only gonna fill it twice. Just gonna do 2 cups. I put one already. I'm just gonna do 2 cups of the water. because I just feel like it was just way too much water last time. Because the power cooker, I didn't know it creates its water. So everything's loaded up, and I'm gonna put it inside of the drum. All right. Okay. Yeah, there's no gravy left on that. I'm gonna put the lid on. And if you guys are not using a power cooker to make your oxtail and you're just using a pot, you guys know the drill. You have to use your pot and just let it boil until it gets, you know, until it gets tender, of course, which takes a couple of hours, but hey, it's normally worth it. But if you have a regular pressure cooker, I want to say an hour, you know, not that long, okay? So we're gonna go with beef and lamb on here. I did beef and lamb also for the goat, and it's 40 minutes, so we're gonna just let it do its thing. Make sure your lid is locked. And yeah, so we're gonna let that cook. And while it's cooking, I'm also still working on the rice, which I told you if you wanna see how I concocted the whole rice recipe, you can catch it in the separate video for rice and peas. And yeah, I will be back with the finished product. All right, guys, so I added my butter beans. I made the oxtail, I made the oxtail go a little longer so that they're nice and soft. As you can see, I wanted to show you guys. And what I did was I took one out, and guess what it did, y'all? It slid off the bone. So it's safe to say it's finished. So I'm gonna go plate up, get some of the rice, and show you guys my finished product that I'm very proud of. All right, guys, we're done this process of, look at this oxtail. This oxtail is super soft. It's juicy, tender. Look at that. I don't even really need to bite. Rice is busting. I put some cabbage. Everything is a 10. Follow along in my recipe, because Jamaican food, because I'm so used to making it, I do a lot of eyeing it with my eye as opposed to, you know, measuring and this, that, and the fourth. So just follow me and get you one of them power cookers, because you don't even get it. Like, the meat is just flying off of the bone. It's crazy. So good. Come back to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, follow the recipe. Yeah, don't forget. Tell me some things you want me to make. And enjoy the rest of Caribbean week. Tomorrow we're gonna make something else Caribbean wise. And yeah, let's get cooking. Good looking. Bye.